you were saying one time, I heard Dr. Oz, I think it was, they were talking about it, taking a shower and getting into deep thought is a real thing. So it's
that's my
right. I know you said that
deal.
before, and yeah, well, it happens. It's real.
It's real. I know it is. It's showers where.
But I get spacey in the shower. I forget what I'm doing.
I get all my download. All right. Get some people going here, little Torah. Let me turn this off. Teresa, you gonna be my monitor there?
Yes, sir.
All righty. Glad to have you guys back, man.
Oh, well, it's glad to be back. It was fun, but that was too long a break. Hitting Thanksgiving, hitting like that and everything, hit just like it is. So we're glad to get back into the studying mode, the habit.
All right.
It just defines the whole week.
What I'm going to do today is we've got to get back on track on our Innerface, so we're going to do that. And so what I thought I would do is, as we go through here, I will interject where need be some of the stuff I've been working on. All right, I'm not going to be able to go into a ton of it because I think it's very difficult to understand. It's a very difficult topic. It's a very difficult grasp, but yeah, well,
it is only to me.
It is. It is self-explanatory, but you have to have the.
If you're in the shower.
You're in the shower.
If you're in the shower, it's self-explanatory. The problem is with Innerface, it's within Innerface. It's not so much. If you just read Innerface, and I'll show you.
Without the background.
It's in there, but without the system of how it works, you'll never see it. You just won't, because you don't know it exists.
Right.
Yeah. Furthermore.
So what are we doing? Are we just
Okay.
starting with
What we're going to do? No, we're actually on page 25 of Innerface. If you guys want to get your Innerface book out, go to 25, page 25. We're at Berea.
What do those things cost?
I don't know, $20, something like that. And but it's online, and we can print it off. We'll do our prayers here, and we'll get going. I'm going to in this class maybe try to throw in a little bit of Jacob's Ladder with this parsha for this week coming up. I believe. This past week. And we found some new level of stuff in it that we can cover.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Yeah. And I also studied some stuff in First Kings when Solomon's building the temple, and he's putting 2 keruv in there, and the significance of having these 2 keruv in there is that it was not in the way Moses said to do it. It's an add-on, okay? And so why is Solomon adding this on? Well, Solomon says because this is what my father David said to do, and he got it from Samuel the prophet. So it's totally kosher, and when we see what's going on, it makes all the sense in the world, because everything Solomon does, it appears to be totally contradictory to all the Torah. Don't have a bunch of wives. Don't have a bunch of horses. Don't add keruvim in the temple. But he's doing all this stuff because what you have to understand, Solomon is on such a high level, it doesn't apply to him.
Right, that's true, because it was Samuel that was warning the Israelite people, saying, "Oh, if you get a king, this is what's going to happen. He's going to have horses, he's going to have wives, he's going to use all your money to get it with, and do all these things." And so what happens is they get a king, and Solomon does that, but but they become the greatest people in the world, and all of it because of it.
Because of it, and do y'all remember the term Barcina de Cardenuta? Remember the term Barcina, the black light?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the light that the Yud is pushing down through. That is the Guvarot. Remember, the emanation of the Barcina de Cardenuta is Lilith. That's the heavy din. But as the din goes down, that's the backside waist of the Barcina de Cardenuta. But the Barcina de Cardenuta, in and of itself, is the pure light that basically God separated out. That's the Tzimtzum. That's the stretch. That's the constricted light. Okay, in the Tzimtzum. That's this Barcina de Cardenuta. Well, this is the secret of the Keruv, of the female, and which is the throne, which is the glory, which is the Shekhinah, which is Ima, which is the daughter, is the foundation of the father. You know, that's the first pinch in pulling the Tzimtzum, so to speak. That's the Malchut. Everything's about the Malchut. It's about her. So this is what he's doing is basically with the women, he's adding on to the Guvarot. With the horses, he's adding on, horses are Guvarot, adding on to the horsepower. All right, he's bringing the Gerim in, which is adding the covering. All right. What else is he doing? The Keruv are the edge of the female. All right. Even though it's got Hasidim and Guvarot in it, where the two Keruv that are on the ark, that was outside the land of Israel. He is now inside the land of Israel. Rachel, Leah, lower, upper. You see. And we'll learn maybe a little bit if we get time to go into it about Peniel, Penuel, all the different things. All right, those are codes for where you are. All right, so just like Jacob and Israel, codes for where he's at the moment. But this is the secret of what Solomon is doing in the temple. Is he is rebuilding her. That's why Bathsheba's in there. That's why Bithia's in there. That's why the 1,000 women are in there. He's making the mother, Ima, the daughter, Bithia, you know, but he redeemed that from Pharaoh, etc., etc. He's a mad scientist that has all the parts, and he's putting it back together, and he is building this interstellar portal called the Beit HaMikdash.
So he's putting back together the fall from the garden.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's exactly what he's doing. He is reestablishing Eve, basically. All right? And all of her parts. All right? So everything that is going on is just code. If you break the code, it's self-explanatory. But, so that has nothing to do with the class.
It's just good stuff.
It's just good stuff. But it has everything to do with it, right? Okay, today we get to study Torah for the sake of heaven, for the sake of Israel and all Jerusalem. We'd like to give the merit of our Torah and the merit of our study to Stephen King, Abraham Ben Moshe Gilla, Ed Stribling, Linda Flora, Carl Lucerio, Brandon Walsh, Raymond Rosentrader, Brooke Gibson, Paul Navarez, Garrett Matledge, The Patients of Texas Oncology, Rita Wilson, H.L. and Betty McCuskey, Lola, daughter of Justin Lakeisha Neal, Berea Onestaff, Elise Hagar, Nadine Freeman, Logan Willis, Billy Holt, Charles David, Rosa Hollander, Christopher Bederka, Noel Cardoza, David Douglas, Vicki McLean, Savannah, daughter of Matthew and Misty Cass, Tom and Karen Maitland, Sandra Hayes, Carol Tinkle, Larry Laneberg, Jill Navarez, Blake Allen, Lila Briscoe, Sam Peak, Yehuda Hyde Ben Matai Leah, James London, David Jenkins, Jake Suarez, Bobby Williams Sr., Sally Talamantes, the Rogers family, Carol Gibson, Damia Washington, Carol Scott, Rabbi Richmond, Maurice Greenwood, Gracie Bill Linder, Stanley Hirsch, Malcolm Wilhelm, Amanda Elliott, Frank Pollard, Carol's family, Babe Denard, Michelle Magnuson, Jenna Marie, Kimberly Brown, Debbie January, Kim Lively, Crespin Rodriguez, Sandra Hirth, Virgil Williams, Brad Mace, Jocelyn Olivia Nickerson, Jerry Matlas, Dylan Tinkle, Amber Merchant, Simca Ben Abraham and family, Celinda Sheffields. We really need to keep her in our prayers. Luis Gutierrez and family, Aaron Price, Gail McWhorter, Francisco Adesi, Kathy Johns, John Michael Christopher Ramus, Jean Sinajak Coates, Nellie Wollick, Tila Buello, Miranda Rosas, Jim Barfield and family, Naomi Batsimpa, Terry King, Ronald Whitlow, Kathleen Graham Walsh, Brandon's family, Mila Rose, Monica Johnson, Ed and Dottie Garrison, Moshe Salavechek, Donna Marie, Farar Sajid, Darlene Youts, Debbie Henson, Anita Jones, Jessica Ross, Brandon Wells, Daniel Garcia, Gideon, Salvador Gutierrez and family, Phoebe Bridges, Jacob Bensimka, David Cast, Elvia Rosas, Alton Tillman, Johanna Fay. We're going to dedicate this Torah teaching today to Johanna Fay, and may it guide her on her journey. Carla Manzanares, Jacob Cup, Nadine Bat Miriam, Mark Matledge, and Emila Bat Tova, and Faye and Benson Ewing.
Nadine Bat Miriam is doing very well. That's Rabbi Katz's sister. She's having a nice recovery.
Awesome.
Good.
Ruler of the universe and master of all masters, Father of mercy and forgiveness. We going?
Yeah.
We thank you, our God, and the God of our fathers, by bowing down and kneeling, that you brought us closer to your Torah and your holy work. And you, is it blinking? Is it recording?
No.
How about now?
Yeah.
You brought us closer to your Torah and your holy work, and that you enable us to take part in the secrets of your holy Torah. How worthy are we that you grant us with such a big favor. That is the reason we plead before you, that you will forgive and acquit all of our sins, and they should not bring separation between you and us. May it be your will before you, our God and the God of our fathers, that you will awaken and prepare our hearts to love and revere you. May you listen to our utterances and open our closed heart to the hidden studies of your Torah. And may our study be pleasant before your place of honor, as a aroma of sweet incense. And may you emanate to us light from the source of our soul to all of our being. And may the sparks of your holy servants, through which you revealed your wisdom to the world, shine. May their merit and the merit of their fathers and the merit of their Torah and holiness support us, so we shall not stumble through our study. And by their merit enlighten our eyes in our learning, as stated by King David, the sweet singer of Israel. Open my eyes so that I see wonders from your Torah. Because from his mouth God gives wisdom and understanding. May the utterance of my mouth and the thoughts of my heart find favor before you, God, my strength and my Redeemer. Amen. All right. Let's get in it. If y'all have your inner space, we're on page 25. We are now, we talked about Atzilut, Adam Kadmon, all that. Now, we are in Berea. Berea, everything in Torah overlaps. Okay? This is the secret of all the angels, all the karus, all the edges, all the lips. This overlaps this, and the next one overlaps that, overlaps, and all that, and it laps, all the way down. This, I learned this today. This is the secret of the code of the wings of angels. All right? The wings of angels. Why do angels need wings? They don't need to fly anywhere. I mean, you know.
Yeah, what's flying?
I mean, what's flying? What is the wing? The wing is, nothing is static with God. In other words, nothing is stationary. Okay? Static is also a play on the word static, like electricity. Hashmal. Everything, there's no static, it's static. It's hashmalic. So, if it's always moving, it's always moving, always moving. All right? So, the garment of the angels is the layer upon layer upon layer upon layer upon layer all the way through, and they use that garment to cover the Hagat, all right, the Habad, the Hagat, and the Nahi. Those are the 6 wings of the angels. You know, upper Sphirot, middle Sphirot, lower Sphirot. Okay, and this is part of that part in Kings where.
Is that the seraphim, or are they all like that?
Well, the higher angels have 6, and then you got 4, and then you got 2, depending on where you're at.
I got you.
You see what I'm saying? Because the upper ones have 3 levels.
Right.
The one that only has 2 levels only has 2 set. The one that only has 1 level has 1 set.
Yeah.
And so, but what you see is the wheel within the wheel, and so it looks like it's wings. Like if you took those books you had when you were a kid, you spun them and it had motion. All you're seeing is the pages coming. So when they're seeing angels, I mean they're trying to give us a 3D representation of what it is, and wings are the best thing because it's the connections that's not static. It's just next level, next level, next level, next level, next level. And these are the garments that it wears. Garment after garment after garment after garment. And the code in Torah for that is wings. All right? So, I learned that today. So, as it says here, when it says in Berea, on page 25, it receives its existence from Atzilut. That's what it's talking about. It's interfacing. It's connected to Atzilut. That affects the original Simsun of constriction. All right, Berea is the beginning, the independent existence and separation. So if you have Berea, Berea is the world of creation. So that's what starts with the Bet. So you have Atzilut, which is the A, which is above all that, and then as he makes the Simsun, he makes the creation. This is Bereshit. This is Genesis. That's why it says if you'll look in paragraph 2 there, bara means to create. Something outside here, meaning outside or external from Atzilut. This is something from nothing. In the universe, the last paragraph there on page 25, in the universe of Berea, that the level of the neshama originates. Okay? Neshama thus represents a certain degree of separation from God. Now, so we have if Atzilut is the Chaya, and within that whole structure is Yachida above it, as we've studied, then once you separate Atzilut from the next 3 lower levels, Berea, Yetzirah, Asiya, this is the level of the Neshama, then the Ruach, and then the Nefesh. So look on page 26, next paragraph. The universe of Berea is called the universe of the throne, as when a person sits down. Now, Metatron's sitting on the throne, all right? Or Jacob was sitting on the throne in Ezekiel's vision. There was a man, Adam, sitting on the throne. What are they talking about? What is the throne? What is the throne? The name and the glory, the kavod. Okay? You can take, if you want to, these 3 things, my glory, my throne, and my name, and you can enter, and you can put face right there. This is my face. My face is. This is how I interface. Now, the throne, in and of itself, when the Torah refers to the throne, it is referring to Bia. Berea, Yetzirah, Asiya. That's his throne. That's his footstool type of deal. All right? This is his throne. And sitting, it says, as when a person sits. Code word sitting in Torah means union. It doesn't mean to sit on a chair. It means to be in union. So, the Guvarot aspect, the female aspect, is creation. The male aspect is Adam Kadmon, Atzilut. So, this is his throne, this is his union. That's why Hashem sitting on the throne, basically. This is what creation is, these three levels. This is his female, this is the Shekhinah, this is emanating out of Ima, the mother, divine mother, which is, we'll just call it divine Guvarot. Now, we're on to Yetzirah. Yetzirah means to form or formation. This is something from something because it's coming from Berea, now a little lower. The level of Ruach in the second paragraph there, Ruach corresponds to the angelic world and spiritual forces that lies immediately beyond the physical domain. Notice he said immediately beyond. It didn't say within that domain, because angels are the edge. Angels are the lip. All right? They're the keruv. Keruv means the curved light, the edge or the lip. So every person has their own keruv that you interface with the keruv that's in each lip. And so it's keruv, 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 keruv. This is that whole secret of Yeshu Sar HaPanim. That's the keruv on that side. The problem is, if you stop at that keruv, now you have Jesus.
See, that's the angels ascending and descending.
Yeah.
That's not just one, it's the whole thing.
It's the whole spectrum. And with the angels ascending and descending, they were ascending first. So this is a secret to interfacing with God, seeing the face of God. The face of God is that keruv, and 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 that keruv. It just keeps on going.
So as you're seeing the faces, you're climbing the ladder.
You're climbing the ladder. And what's he doing? He's interfacing back with you.
He's back through the faces.
Back through the faces, 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 faces,
Now,
faces.
that's a cool way to put it, yeah.
Okay? So this is the face. This is his Shmi also. Shmi means my name. Shmi, Shmuel, Metatron, Yehoel. That's Octrail, Metatron, and Sandalphon. So that's why I say if you're interfacing with the name, that's also the throne. Shmuel, Metatron, Sandalphon. You see, the throne, my name, and my glory are all the same thing. Show me your glory. You can't see my face and live. I see your glory. You see how it works? You can just interchange it right there because everything is one with Hashem. It comes, so look here, it says, I form light and create darkness. Darkness is a complete novel concept that has no relationship to God. Therefore, he created something from nothing. Light, on the other hand, emanates out of God's essence. Therefore, it's something from something. Speech emanates from thought, something from something. So, Yetzirah is the world of speech. God said, let there be. He's forming it using the letters, the building blocks of creation. God said, in no place in the account of creation, however, does it state God said that darkness should be created. So it's something completely separate from him. This is the waste product, the klipa. This is the virus. This is that cosmic waste ground.
The absence of
that. Yeah. So if God's going to hide himself, he's going to hide himself where nobody can find him, where he can't find himself. And so it's up to us that are on the outside edge. That's why he used the keruvs, to communicate with everything. That's how he gets to the outside edge, like rings on a tree. All right? Darkness, therefore, does not involve speech, but only thought. And darkness was on the face of the deep. Going to 27. Asiya means to make. God made man in his image and his likeness. That's Asiya, made. The spiritual interacts with the dimension of physicality, bringing the entire continuum of the 5 universes to an extended fulfillment. See, I use that word, extended fulfillment. Next paragraph. I form light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. Creation in general said to refer to the first step to creating something from nothing. Making, on the other hand, refers to the completion of a concept. Now, go to the last paragraph in Asiya there. Darkness, constriction, allows for the existence of an infinite world where God's presence is absolutely undetectable and both good and evil can operate freely. So, what does that mean in English? We have a water balloon, okay? And the water is the light of God. We're going to squeeze that water balloon and pull it out so much that there's hardly any water in that. We're going to remove the water, the Hasidim, so far, and we're going to pull and pull and pull and stretch that balloon out to the point where in the very tip of that thing, no water exists. Okay? This has now created a funnel, right? Made a big, huge funnel. That's called a vessel. But it has no light. And so as soon as he feels that, it's going to create enough energy to hit the other side and pull that thing through the other way and go the other way. That's Olam Haba. That's the world to come. But he's going to use all of that tension, all of that energy, all that pain and suffering, because he's pulling himself. That's the Holocaust. He's pulling himself and causing pain to himself so that it creates enough cosmic energy to go the other way. Escape velocity is what he's after.
So is it like the Big Bang where everything goes way out and then comes back in?
Yeah. Have you ever seen a atomic bomb video? They have the blast and then it goes boom, boom, and it goes out. But it's not that gets, it's the that crushes everything.
That comes back.
It's the true vacuum, not the false vacuum, and we studied that before.
It's like the dark matter or dark
Right.
star that sucks. You can't even see light.
That's right. Okay, Isaiah's vision. All was about third line down. All was called into existence for my name's sake. See, he uses my name's sake there. For my glory. There's my glory. I have created it. I have formed it. And I've also completed it. Right there we see his Shmi, his Kavod, his throne. And this is a formula, as all Torah is. Bariah, Yetzirah, Asiya. It's giving it to us right there. All 5 levels, last paragraph on page 27. All 5 levels are mentioned here in order. My name, my glory, creation, formation, and completion. This is this also follows the levels of the soul. Yachida, Chaya, Neshama, Ruach, and Nefesh. My name, on top of page 28, my name refers to Adam Kadmon. And my glory to Atzilut. The verse concludes with the next three levels: Berea, Yetzirah, and Asiya. These are the four universes that are the Yud, Hey, Vav, Hey. Now there's five listed there. My name is the tip of the Yud. Yud, Hey, Vav, Hey. So if you have Yud, Hey, Vav, Hey, and you have these worlds created, and on the backside you have waste material, that waste material is called the Klippa. Right? We're just going to say that's the waste material, that's the Klippa. So if this thing is pulling and stretching, it is going into exile. So you have the exiles, the four exiles, which are, this is in Ezekiel's vision, the four aspects of the Klippa. I don't know if y'all can see this. This is old. You have the Babylonian, the Persian, the Greek, and the Roman, or Edom, or Esau. That is the last, we're in the last exile. Now, there's four here. That's Yud, Hey, Vav, Hey. What's the tip of the Yud? Egypt. Egypt is the brain behind it all. Okay? Now, this is a class I did on the red heifer. Why do they use red heifer? Because the heifer is at the level of Asiya. So when Solomon's killing bulls, he's working on the Klippa of Atzilut. The cow is the level of Berea. The golden calf got him in the Vav at Mount Sinai. And so this is Yetzirah. And the heifer is Asiya. So now they got to have they fell all the way back down. Now they have to have the red heifer. So everything in Torah is going to correlate to Yud, Hey, Vav, Hey, even the animals. Because the animals are the Keruvim, the angels, the extension of Adam. All right? So, and Ezekiel said they had the face of an ox. You see? So he's up there looking high. So anyway, I don't know why I told you that, but I did. Now, the apex corresponds to Adam Kadmon, my name. Let's see. Look at the next universe. Atzilut is my glory. As mentioned, these are the 10 sphirot, which are the 10 lenses that he's looking through. It's his glory. And Atzilut is the subject of all prophecy. As we will see, therefore, all the prophets emphasize that they envision God's glory. What does that mean, God's glory? That is the Shekhinah. That is the female aspect. That is the throne. That is all the angels. They're trying to explain everything they're seeing. All they're seeing is God's glory. What does that contain? A throne, the Shekhinah, the angels within angels, the animals within the animals, the vision of man. They're trying, and it looks like it's all separated out because they're listing it. They're seeing it all at one time. All right. Now, inside the first temple, inside the inner sanctum, there was pictures painted on the walls. There was palm trees and flowers, and there were all these things. Well, all those things were in visions of the Garden of Eden. All right? And so what is a palm tree in the Gan? So if you think about it, that was the place of union. That's where the big keruv were, the little keruv. That's where the Kohanim went in, and it's the place of romance. So literally, if you think about a romantic place, what do all people think about when they think about a romantic place? We're going to the islands where the palm trees are, and the white sandy beaches, and the flowers, and all this stuff, because those are all code words in Torah for Yesod, Malchut, Netzach, all these different things that are going on that are sporadic Atzilut structures. Here, they manifest themselves differently. Let him kiss me with the kisses of his mouth, for your love is better than wine. Then it goes into the righteous will flourish like a date palm, like a palm tree. Why do you pick a palm tree? Because they're male and female. It's a whole different thing. Why is it the cedars of Lebanon? Why does he use cedar, olive wood? What's the other one?
Your characteristics.
They have oil. The trees are really, really big. Remember, that's a Recon Peen. That's Yesod Abba, and the oil that comes out, that's the oil of Abba. That's the Hesed, the Hasidim. So olive wood. So he made the doors of the temple olive wood. He made the keruvim olive wood, covered them with gold. All these different codes that they're using in Torah to explain the temple are all actual correct mirror, like you're seeing it on a screen. You're seeing it on the screen, on the TV, and it's in 4 or 5D, and all you can do in 3D flat D land is just paint a palm tree, paint a flower, and make an angel. Think about it. The idolatry. Do not make an image of any likeness on heaven or on earth. So Solomon puts 2 big angels in there, because it doesn't apply to that room. That room is Atzilut. That applies to here. So he wouldn't have put any of that stuff outside that room. You see? And the doors were, instead of a square, they were five corner, which is the 5 Hasidim, the 5 Guvarot, the 5 levels of the soul, the blah 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 blah. It just goes on and on and on.
So does the olive wood represent also the oil that's used to cleanse?
Yes, yeah. It's all, the oil is all about Yesod Abba. It's everything that has to deal with oil is all about Yesod Abba. That is the purest, highest thing, And so at Shabbat, you dip your bread in olive oil, right? Put a little salt on it, because salt is from Ema, and because Lot's wife turned into a pillar of salt. That's the side of Guvarot. It's the side of Guvarot. All right, no more water in there. It's just salt. All right, the ocean is Ema, right? And what kind of water is it? Salt water. So here we go. I want to explain all that wing stuff to you, because look where we're headed. Berea is the domain of the throne. Berina is the universe of the throne of glory. Isaiah therefore describes himself as seeing God sitting on high, exalted on the throne. The seraphim are burning angels of Berea. Okay. We're going to go through that, and we're going to cover burning angels today. How much time we got? We got plenty of time?
Yeah, we got plenty of time.
Okay. All right. So, why do they call them burning angels? What the heck? Okay.
What's that mean?
Now, each one had 6 wings, two to cover the face, 2 to cover the feet, and 2 which to fly. Now, obviously, they're trying to code that, but they're covering they're covering the upper, the middle, and the lower. They're being very discreet. All right. So, and they say, "Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of hosts." The concept of wings to cover means the angels of Berea conceal and cover the throne of glory. Why would they want to cover the throne of glory? Because remember, he's sitting on the throne. What is sitting?
Union.
Union. So what are they covering?
The union.
The union. And so what happens in the inner sanctum of the Bet HaMikdash? He goes in, and the bottom wings are covering the feet. The middle wings are covering Yesod. But the upper wings are like this. They're open. All right? And Ravali says, as if a man and a woman take their clothes off. And so one angel was like this, had his wing, this wing touched this wall, and this wing touched the other wing. And they were both like that, standing like, straight on, and then between them is the Ark of the Covenant with the little angels on them. All right? So these are the large faces, and those are the small faces. Lesser, greater. You see how it works? This is the completion of building Yesod. Those are the outer lips and then the inner lips. Same thing. That's what it is. So they are using these wings, which are the garments of the worlds, the universes, and the lip within the lip within the lip, to conceal and cover the throne of glory, to not allowing it to be revealed completely. See what they're doing? Nevertheless, the light of Atzilut fills the universe and gives existence. This is the meaning of the whole the whole world is full of His glory. Okay, so what happens? Why are the angels on fire? Why are the angels hot? Because the angels are His interface and her interface, and they're going up and down in union, just like Jacob was in union with Leah and Rachel. All right, so let's look at what the Torah says about this. And we're in Genesis 28:10. Parsha Vayetze. Jacob departed from Beersheba and went toward Haran. He encountered the place, which is the Evan Shtia, and spent the night there because the sun had set. He took the stones from the place which he arranged around his head and lay down in that place. Okay, this is Shochav. Now, what we're going to find out in a minute is David does the exact same thing. Remember, burning angels. Keep that in your mind. And the dream, and behold, anytime we see a behold, it's an angel's thing. And behold, a ladder was set earthward, and its top reached heavenward. And behold, angels of God were ascending and descending on it. It's literally in it. Okay? And behold, Hashem was standing over him. Why does it say Hashem was standing over him? The Talmud says, Hashem was standing over him like a father fanning his son. Fanning him because of the heat. All right? Jacob is none other than Adam, right? And he is Zeranpin. What is above Zeranpin? Abba. So Abba is above Zah. So because he's going up, Hashem is over him. All right? But it says he's fanning him because he was hot. It got so hot the 12 rocks turned and melted into one. And he poured oil on the rocks. Remember? Uh-oh, there's our oil. Okay? Solomon only used trees that had oil in them. All right? So, verse 15 there, behold, which is an ani, which is a part of I am with you. Behold, I am with you. I will guard you. I will return you to the soil. I will not forsake you. I will have done what I have said. Okay? That's 7. That's the Partsuf. That's the 7 lower Sphiro. He's going up the tree, the Etz Chaim, climbing the ladder. All right? This is the spine here. Now, surely Hashem is in this place. But I did not know. Of course he knew. What was he saying? That no is union, da'at. I did not have that. I was da'ating. I didn't have it here. I had it here. You see. He became frightened. How awesome is this place? None other than the abode of God. This is the gate into the heavens. He's telling you the formula, how to interface. This is the gate you go through. All right? This is why marital union is such a sacred thing. Because he is with Rachel and Leah. Jacob rose early in the morning. He took the stone. See, there's just a stone now. Placed it around his head. He named that place Bethel. However, Luz was the city's name originally. All right? Now, he named it Bethel. If you go over to Genesis 32, see Jacob is going up to wrestle with Esau's angel, the Klippa of the other side, the heavy Guvurot, the heavy din, but it's only through the union that this can take place. Now, he says, I'm not going to let you go until you bless me. 32:28. And he said to him, what is your name? Now, why on earth would the angel ask Jacob what his name was? Does that not make any sense at all? Does the angel actually not know who he's wrestling with? Of all people on the planet?
Yeah.
What is your Shmi? You know? Which face are you interfacing with? See what he's asking him? He said, Jacob. He said, no longer will your name be Jacob, but Israel. You can't use that face here.
Yeah, it's worldly, not spiritual.
You're different. This is the level of Israel. You see what's going on here?
Elevating.
So Jacob inquired and said, divulge, if you please, what is your name? So you're telling me Jacob doesn't know the name that he's... Come on. So the angel doesn't know Jacob's name, and Jacob doesn't know the angel's name. These are just two guys that decided to get in a fight. That makes no sense. No, what is Jacob doing? Oh, okay, so what is your shmi? What is your face? Because the word divulge means to draw down. He's drawing it down. You see, this is going back and forth and back and forth. This is a serious, serious union. The Talmud says every man has a ladder in his own house. What's the Peshat? You have the ability to do this in your own house. But the Torah says a wife is the man's house. So that's the next level. You see. So what is it? So look what he does here. And he said, why then do you inquire of my name? That word right there is ma. Who's he talking with? This is Adam. This is Adam seeing Adam. Ma is my name. That's why are you inquiring about this? God had gotten so far, the light had gotten so far, he found out something new, and it was him. So what does Ezekiel say? Oh, I saw a man sitting on the throne with the face of Jacob. See how it worked? And he blessed him there. So Jacob called the place Peniel. For I have seen God face to face. Keruv and keruv. Angels and angels. Glory and glory. Throne and throne. Face to face. All right? Yet, my life was spared. Jacob knows the Torah says you cannot see God's face and live. But when you interface through him, it's him seeing himself. He's not going to kill himself because your soul is only a part of him. The sun rose, and as he passed Penuel, so now he calls it Penuel. Well, I thought it was Peniel. But now he's changed the name. Why does he change the name? And he was limping on his hip, right? And the sod of the matter is that when they were wrestling, the angel grabbed him in Yesod, punched him in the groin. Let's just call it that. Okay? But they have to use the word hip because hip is hod. And so now we have the hip bone, shank bone, right? But the sod of the matter is that, you know, if you're in a fight, you know, and you want to get out of it, you kick somebody in the groin and run, right? Well, that's exactly what happened. Now, Penuel. So, he is working a system. The Penuel, Peniel is my face. As in, my face is toward God. Penuel is your face. Turn your face toward God. So when he's up here, he's facing face. Toward when he's down here, it's his face. So as he woke up, as he's descending back, he passed by. He's going back out. You see? Because everything was done. Now it's your. He has to say it's your face, Penuel. Because you can't say Peniel. That's my face. Just like Moses. Take my staff, Moses. Sometimes he says, Moses, take your staff. Depending on where you're at. Now, the word Sulam is the same gematria as Sinai. So, the whole thing that Jacob was doing is the exact same thing they were doing in the desert. There's about 49 rungs on the ladder, so to speak, right? All right, getting up to 50, getting up to Bina. Now, we see something This is the heat of this exchange. This is the heat of this union. This is the wrestling. There's a spiritual war going on with the Hasidim and the Guvarot. The angels are involved. The angels wanted to kill Jacob, and God stopped them. Why does the angels want to kill Jacob? Heavy Guvarot. He's messing with Esau's angels. He's messing with the Satan. He established that Sulam forever. You can't establish that ladder. It's done. That's why Moshe and them could use it at Sinai. Where did the Ten Commandments come from? They hewed them from the Evan Shtia in Israel. That's where they were. Because they were going up. They can look in the Sinai Desert all they want. Because they're going up, they're not going this way. Now, if you'll look here, where is it? Let me see. How much time we got?
This is 44.
Oh, we got about 5 minutes. Okay. So, that word there that we read, and Jacob lay down, it's the same root as sohinit, an attendant. All right? An attendant. Now, so Jacob is in this union, this higher and lower union. And why are we going over that? Because right here, we're just talking about the seraphim, the burning angels of Berea. So now we know where we're working, right? And these burning angels here, and Jacob is about to be burned up, and Hashem is fanning him, trying to cool him off. 1 Kings 1:1. I'll let you get there, Teresa. King David was old and advanced in years. They covered him with the garments. Keruvs. They covered him with the garments, but he did not become warm. Uh-oh. His servants said to him, what are servants? Metatron. His servants said to him, let there be sought for my Lord the king a young Sohinit, who will stand before the king as his attendant. And she will lie in your bosom, and you will be warm for my lord the king. The same thing happened here. It's the same word. This is the union. David's making serious zivug union with heaven and earth, just like Jacob was doing. This is the seraphim. This is the burning angels. This is what is going on. All right? And so this Sohinit, and her name, her last name, what do you think her last name was? Peniel. So,
the tendon of the face.
Yeah. So you see what's going on here. This is it's so deep. There's so much happening, but right here they just throw these burning angels in, and most people would think burning angels, they're talking about Gehenna or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, and they would get the whole concept wrong.
Like heaping coals on somebody's head.
Yeah. This is, there's so much love and union going on here. It's hot. It's hot to trot. All right? I mean, it's serious. So why don't we leave it there? And let's prophecy. We'll hit prophecy real quick. As we've seen in our examination of Isaiah, the prophets attained the highest level of divine inspiration. They were able to ascend the spiritual dimension through the inner levels of the soul and climb the ladder that led to intimate communion with the divine.
What you been talking about?
And the Torah is amazing, and the sages are amazing. And if that don't get you excited, I don't know what does. I'll see you next week.